Let me share for a few brief moments how I see the committee working. Neil's been pretty clear on our function and his expectations. Most importantly, without limit, we are both welcoming and need the broadest possible levels of input. That is input from our customers, from citizens, from the executive leadership of TriMet, from every member of the TriMet staff, our customers and consultants. I think I can say without limitation, there is no input that we won't consider. So this is broadly based, not narrowly based at all. We'll have a combination of public sessions and work sessions. Our work will be completed by the 20th of October. The ethic, if you will, that we as a task force working with Josh Collins will subscribe to is that we are thoughtful, we are patient, we are independent, but we are determined to deliver a really stunning product, and nothing less than that is satisfactory. I often, in beginning efforts like this, try to ask myself, how would we define success? It's often very hard to do, but the absence of asking that question means sometimes the journey could get distracted. So I would define success this way. 12 months after completion of our work, Neil one day will report to his board of directors the following. There have been significant improvements in safety throughout the TriMet system. Perfection has not yet been attained, but very substantial progress has been made in the area of safety. Much as both Rick and Neil alluded to, that the attitudes that brought about those improvements in safety have had manifold additional implications for TriMet. Customer service continues to get better. Ability to program and to forecast operations continuously improves. The accuracy of financial projections improves. That there is no measurement of anything that is important to the board and to the leadership of TriMet that hasn't felt the impact of the increase in safety. And what Neil will say in his most quiet moment, it's been hard work, but it's been intended, and the small piece of the success that he got was from the input of this task force who helped Neil and the executive leadership think about certain things in TriMet, and that's how I think success would be defined. We have scheduled 3 public meetings, and I don't expect either the dates, the times, the place, or the number of those meetings to change. They will be on Wednesday afternoons, the 11th of August, the 22nd of September, and the 20th of October, 5 o'clock in this room. It will be without limit, the opportunity for public contributions and testimony during those sessions. At the sufferance of my fellow members of the task force, if we have a greater audience than it might be anticipated and the meeting is to run longer, I, for one, am endlessly patient to do that. And I hope the rest of the task force would be also. We'll have a number, but not yet completely determined, of work sessions during that time, or during those other weeks, generally on Wednesday afternoons. Let me pause for a minute. Thoughts or questions or other observations that other members of the task force would like to add?
I actually have a process question. Is this meeting, are minutes being taken, or is it purely in video? Okay.
Yes, we have not. Well, we're not taking the video, though others may be taking the video. We We are taking an audio recording of the meeting, and Allison Horn is one of our administrative assistants, and she is taking notes and will be providing minutes for anyone who'd like them.
I sort of introduced Josh, but I didn't really introduce Josh. Josh Collins is, let me see if I get this right, the Director of Communications in the Operations Division.
That is a welcome promotion that I would
Any objection? So approved. Josh is the primary staff to this task force, and those of you who intend to follow our work closely can be in virtually unlimited contact with Josh. We have a sheet in the back of the room that lists the task force members. Is your contact information on that, Josh?
My contact isn't on that, but for anyone in the public who'd like to contact me about the meetings, I'd be glad to provide that information to them as well.
Fine. Sorry to interrupt. I was asking for other comments from the task force. Sure. Stephanie? Okay. Let me then turn to Dennis Van Dyke. Dennis is with the consultant that TriMet has retained. I think Chapter 1 of the KJ work is the only one that's finalized and been presented. Is that right, Neil?
That's right.
Okay. So, Dennis, will you take us through that first chapter, and then we'll, after your report, have time for comments and questions from the task force?